It's your boy Hustle Home, and I'm back with another one. And today we're going to talk about the NFL Week 1 season opener between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Um, the Detroit Lions come in as the 4.5 point underdogs. The Kansas City Chiefs is returning Super Bowl champions. If you was a bet man, you would have thought that you was going to bet your money on the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody had the Kansas City Chiefs coming in beating the Detroit Lions, but if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. They didn't win. The Detroit Lions upset the Kansas City 20-21. And a lot of the score doesn't tell the tale, but as far as like quarterback, Patrick Mahomes finished the game 21 of 39 with 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, while Jared Goff finished the game 22 of 35, 53 yards on 1 touchdown and no interception. Jared Goff finished the game with a quarterback rating of 64.2, while Patrick Mahomes finished the game with a 72.5 quarterback rating. The rushing leaders were David Montgomery with the 24 carries, 74-yard, and a touchdown game, which is a pretty good game. The team finished the game with 34 carries, 118 yards, and a touchdown. The long rush was from David Montgomery of 18 yards. Patrick Mahomes led his team with 6 carries, 45 yards with his long of 16. Their team altogether had 23 rushes at 90 yards and no touchdown. Now, they cannot win football games like this, ladies and gentlemen. If you cannot run the ball, you will not win football games, especially this particular team right here, because there were several drop passes. I mean, I don't even know how many drop passes that I saw when I watched this game. They're gonna have to fix that, because a lot of the slack is gonna go to Patrick Mahomes, but in reality, it was wide receivers who had defenders beat. They had them beat by some steps and the ball in hand, and they dropped them. We just seen guys drop wide open passes. We've seen they just got to get it together, man. As far as defense-wise, Kansas City cannot give that many balls over the top in the middle, right up the middle. They gave up 10 significantly long passes in the middle from Jared Goff. It's not going to get easier from here. Last year, Detroit Lions finished the season 9-8. There was a middle ground team, and they're going to be a middle ground team this year, while a lot of people pick Kansas City Chiefs to actually win the Super Bowl. So a lot of people picking the Kansas City versus Philly. They for some reason they got these two guys going to Super Bowl again. Patrick Mahomes, he gonna have to learn how to slide, man. Like, if he gonna lead the team in rushing, if they can't get it together as far as like rushing the football, he gonna be running the ball. He need to learn how to slide. He got the know-how, but he gotta put it in his mind. If how quarterbacks who can't scramble are experts at sliding, but quarterbacks who can scramble are not experts at sliding. It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Patrick, first, he cannot be the leading rusher if he can't slide. The turnovers in the middle in the third quarter, the interception in the third quarter, stagnating their offense. They was driving down the field in the third quarter. Patrick Mahomes threw an interception off a guy's hands. Patrick Mahomes get the interception, but that is the wide receivers interception. You got to catch those balls. You get paid millions of dollars to catch the ball, and it was a couple penalties that really set them back, especially towards the end of the game, But all in all, I got the Kansas City. If they play this game 10 times, they beat the Lions probably 8 out of 10 times. I really don't put no stock in this game. Congratulations to the Lions, though. I'm gonna give this, to me, this game wasn't about what the Lions did versus what the Kansas City Chiefs didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jared Goff played a very average game. They had very average rushing yards. They had no sacks. There was no significant. It was a lot of pressure back. I mean, it was mediocre pressure back there. Like, sometimes Mahomes will have the ball for 6 seconds back there, you know. So I feel like without the drops, a little bit of rushing game, this team would be back to form. It's gonna have to be a shootout though. They're gonna have to outscore people because that defense just looked crazy over the middle, man. I don't know if the communication got to get up, the play calling got to get up, but I mean, Patrick Mahomes, it's gonna be on you. It's gonna be on Patrick Mahomes. This whole season he's gonna have to put it on his back because I don't see that defense getting that much better. You know, like the Detroit Lions don't got a bunch of killers at wide receivers. They have, Amon-Ra, he had 71 yards. Josh Reynolds had 80 yards. But beyond that, they don't really, you know, they're not wowing nobody. The Detroit Lions is not wowing nobody outside of, I don't know, Jared Goff, man. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he gotta talk something into his guys, man. They can't be dropping passes like that because if they don't drop passes, this is a totally different game. Let's be real. Without all the drop passes, this would be a totally different game despite the defensive woes, you know, despite being able to throw the ball over the middle, despite being able to run the ball up the middle. Despite Kansas City not applying no pressure to the Detroit Lions' passing game, like that's another thing. Like they couldn't get to Jared, you know. He don't got the quickest feet. He don't got the quickest release. It's just a matter, like I say, it ain't a matter of what I feel the Detroit Pistons did. It was a matter of what Kansas City did not execute. So next week, going in, the Kansas City Chiefs is going to have to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, they're not going to be able to play like this against Jacksonville. You get what I'm saying? The Jacksonville got a quarterback, and he's going to throw that thing. That quarterback he's going to throw that ball, boy. Pause. But Jacksonville, Kansas City got Jacksonville next week. I still got Kansas City. If Kansas City plays against Jacksonville like this, Kansas City gets tore up. If they go into Jacksonville playing like how they played the Detroit Lions, I got Jacksonville winning by 14 points, you know. But we just got to see. And going into next week, the Detroit Lions got enough game against Seattle Seahawks. You know, this is a very winnable game for them. If they can get off 2 in a row, I mean, what can I say about the Detroit Lions? I got them winning 8 games this year. I mean, if they get 2-0, we got to think about where it go from there because they got the Seahawks, then they got the Falcons, then they got the Packers, and then they got the Panthers, right? These are very winnable games for these people, you know? So I'm not going to say look out for the Lions right now, but this is a big win for that team and their ego, you know? Whenever you play football, you know it's all a part of the camaraderie play a big difference, play a big role in teams winning football games. So don't forget to hate, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Hustles Home. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me, you know, drop a couple comments in there. See what I need to do to fix this football thing. This is gonna be a weekly thing, man. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Peace.